Hello everybody. Today I'll be teaching this origami squirrel that I designed. I thought of it while I was folding this from the Origami USA convention last year, I believe. And I just saw one step and thought it looked like a squirrel, and so I folded it from there. So let's get started. So I'd recommend you fold this origami model from a piece of paper with the same color on both sides, because it ends up having white about right here. But if you have a dual-sided piece of paper with one color and white on the other side, but if you want that, then you can just follow along with a two-sided color piece of paper. So we'll start with a square, and we'll start with it white side up, brown side up, since I'm using brown for squirrel. And you'll fold a diagonal, and now we're going to fold from this corner up to here, and this angle here should be about 30 degrees, like that. You can estimate it, or there's also ways that you can find it exactly. I know there's a way to do it with the diagonal, which I don't actually know, so what I do is I pinch in half right here, and then I'll fold this with the fold starting at this corner, and this corner goes down to this pinch in the middle. And just crease all the way to the diagonal. And then you can just fold it in half and follow the crease behind here while you make a fold on this edge. Next, we're going to fold this corner down, starting from right here, and this edge will line up on itself like this. Then unfold, and we'll fold this corner up so that this edge lies along this new crease we just made. And then do it on the other side. And now, this is where, after this reverse fold, this is where it diverges from, what's his name? Nick Robinson's bird that I told you about at the beginning. So we'll reverse fold along the crease that we made before we folded these up. And now we're going to make a rabbit ear on these two flaps here. So fold the angle bisector here and the angle bisector here. And then fold them together and crease the angle bisector on this point, and fold it so that it's down. And these flaps will become the arms of the squirrel. And now we're going to outside reverse fold this flap here, which is going to be the head. And there's not really any exact references for it, but maybe line up this edge with this edge here. Like that. And now this is a hard step. We're going to sink this edge in here. So first we'll make a crease that starts up here and goes all the way down to the point inside there, which is right here. And I normally unfold this flap so that I can get it more exact. Then crease sharply. And now we're going to open up the model almost completely, and we'll sink along these new lines we made. You'll have to reverse a couple of them. Then reform all the rest of the folds. And now the rest is basically just shaping. So for the arms, I normally make another rabbit ear here. And then I open it up so that when you outside reverse fold to make a hand, the color is brown, like that, so the layers separate unevenly. And then I kind of do a squash foldish thing here, where I open up the flap so it's not actually an outside reverse fold anymore, and make it the arm a bit wider, and then just reverse fold the tip inside. Kind of like that. Then repeat on the other side. Now for the head, what I do is I open up this layer here, and then I make creases in here that form a triangle, basically. And you have to reach inside the model from below the head to create those creases well. Then I mount and fold these points behind at an angle. And then I rabbit ear the ears, or in this case it would be a squirrel ear. And then for the tip of the head here, I do a pleat fold, kind of like this. So there's a mountain fold here, and the diagonal becomes a valley fold, like that. Then I valley fold this point here inside. Like that. You can use this bigger one for reference. And then for the bottom legs here, I make another similar pleat like that. And on the other side too. Then for the tail, I make a kind of crimp, so there's a mountain fold here, and it can even be curved a little bit, and then a valley fold right beside it. And this particular paper isn't very good for making curves, but just shape it to taste. Then inside here, I like to make a kind of squash fold. Sorry. So, just folding this edge here inside while squashing the edge here, folded edge. And this also locks the tail in place. And you can shape the bottom of the legs and tail here a little bit. And you can make a reverse fold here on the bottom edge of the tail to make it look more rounded and natural. And then just kind of flare out the tip of the tail. And you're done. So that's how to fold this squirrel that I designed. I hope you guys were able to follow along and fold it. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video.